Student, today we are going to learn class 11 chapter 7 rotation motion. All the formulas we are going to see, system of particle and rotation motion, all the formulas we are going to discuss. It's very useful, so it is very easy to revise the chapter also. Okay, the first thing, system of particle, it is a center of mass. So find the x-axis for two particle in case like this. It is a m1 particle and here it is a m2 particle. So what is the way to find the center of mass? It is x position, x is equal to m1 mass x1 distance plus m2 mass x2 distance. This is for two particle, it is m1 plus m2. If you want y, where is the point of y? m1 point of y, m1 y1 plus m2 y2 divided by m1 plus m2. In case three particle system, okay, three particle is there, same equation, x is equal to m1 point x1 m2 point x2 plus m3 point x3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. If you want what is the point as the y-axis, from y-axis, y is equal to m1 y1 plus m2 y2 plus m3 y3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Okay, even you can use the same formula in z axis also. Okay, consider the object as a here. Okay, so from x axis y axis some point it is there. Okay, so r I am taken as a resultant point. Okay, the same equation you can write in a r. When you are representing as a r, it's going to be represented as a x and y together. Okay, separately you can represent y, separately you can represent x. Okay, when you want to represent together, you can represent as a small r is equal to m1 times of r1 plus m2 times of r2 plus m3 times of r3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Okay, it is a mass of each particle and distance of each particle. In case three particles, you can represent like this. Okay, so velocity at the center of mass, VCM, just differentiate this equation, you get as the velocity at center of mass. VCM is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2 plus m3 v3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Okay, acceleration of center of mass, VCM is equal to m1 a1 plus m2a2 plus m3a3 divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Acceleration at for center of mass. Okay, the next thing, relation for the formulas based on the rotation motion, linear momentum, already we know it is a mass into velocity. Okay, in rotation motion, angular momentum is equal to linear momentum into radius. Okay, linear momentum we can take it as a mv. Okay, mass into velocity into radius. Okay, L is equal to mvr. Angular momentum is equal to L is equal to mvr, one of the equation. Okay, in rotation motion, definitely you need to know what is theta. Theta is the angular displacement. Theta is the angular displacement. Okay, so omega is the angular velocity, d theta by dt, angular displacement per unit time. So angular displacement by time, we can take it as an angular velocity. Angular acceleration is equal to angular velocity by time. It's angular velocity by time. Okay, the unit will be, theta will be radian, degree we can take it as a radian. Okay, so it is a radian per unit second. It is a radian per second square. Okay, it is called angular displacement, angular velocity, angular acceleration. Okay, the next thing we are going to do with the relation. Okay, so when it is in a circular motion, theta is angular displacement, s is arc length, r is a radius. Okay, theta is equal to s by r, s is equal to theta times of r. The same equation I modified like this. Just I am differentiating this equation, ds by dt, d theta by dt into r. It is called velocity, it is called angular velocity into radius. Okay, v is equal to omega r, another equation. Differentiate this equation, dv by dt, d omega by dt times of r. It is going to be acceleration, angular acceleration into radius. Just we are got, these are the equation. Okay, so we are discussing in a rotation motion equation. When you are listening this, it's very easy to recall all the formulas. Okay, so the equation we got, s is equal to theta r, v is equal to omega r, a is equal to alpha r. Okay, these are the equation we got from the object moving in a circular motion. Okay, so again, angular momentum is equal to, angular momentum symbol I am taken L, L is equal to mvr. V is equal to omega r. So m omega r into r. So mr square into omega. L is equal to mr square into omega. In rotation motion, mass we can take it as a inertia. Inertia is equal to mr square. In rotation motion, mass we can take it as a inertia. So L is equal to I omega. Angular momentum is equal to I omega. This is called inertia. Okay. The next thing, in kinetic energy we know it is of mv square. Kinetic energy of mv square. In rotation motion, the same kinetic energy, mass is called inertia, velocity is going to be omega square. Okay, just I am going to recap what is the formula we saw so far in rotation motion. Then I am going to proceed with the remaining equation, because in rotation motion we have lot of equation. Okay, rotation motion, just we saw momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Okay, angular momentum is equal to linear momentum into radius. Theta we saw angular displacement, omega is equal to d theta by dt. Okay, alpha is equal to d omega divided by dt. Okay, the next thing, it is s is equal to theta times of r, v is equal to omega times of r, a is equal to alpha times of r. Okay, L is equal to I omega. L is equal to I omega. So far we discussed this. Okay, the next thing, torque. Torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance. So torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance with sin theta. Okay, for perpendicular distance. So torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance. In torque means it, if the force is applied with the perpendicular to the distance, the object is moving in a clockwise or anti-clockwise with the fixed pivoted point. Okay, then couple force, two equal and opposite force acting in a opposite direction. Two equal and opposite force acting in a opposite direction. It is a turning effect is created in a fixed pivoted point like this. Okay, when we are moving, two equal and opposite force acting in a opposite direction. The couple force, torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance. Distance between the two force, F1 and F2, distance between the two force is going to be diameter. Otherwise, two times of radius. Okay, torque and couple force is different. Torque is the force into perpendicular distance, but couple force into perpendicular distance between the two force is called two times of radius or diameter. Okay, couple force, example, opening nut or using the steering, we are car steering, we are applying the two sides of force. Okay, which is going to be applied with the equal and opposite force. Okay, and pen cap, bottle cap, tap, these are the example we can use as a couple force. Torque is opening the door, we can take it as a torque. Okay, force into perpendicular distance. Okay, so the next thing, torque we got force into perpendicular distance, couple force we got force into diameter. Otherwise, torque is equal to force into two times of radius. So far we got like this. Okay, the next equation, relation between it is a torque and inertia, alpha and torque. Relation between torque, alpha and inertia. Torque is equal to force into radius, F is equal to ma, or F is equal to ma. Okay, so a is equal to alpha times of r, alpha r into r square. So mr square into alpha is going to be the torque. It's going to be inertia. Torque is equal to I alpha. The next formula also we got torque is equal to I alpha. Torque is equal to I alpha. Easily we can get torque is equal to I alpha. Okay, so again, L is equal to PR. These are the one angular momentum is equal to linear momentum times of radius. L is equal to PR, which one already I given the equation. Okay, so this equation, just I am differentiating dl by dt is equal to dp by dt into r. Rate of change of momentum is going to be force into distance is going to be torque. dl by dt is equal to torque. dl by dt is equal to torque. So differentiating of the momentum, angular momentum, is going to give us the torque. dl by dt is equal to torque. Okay, yeah. Next thing, what is the work done and power in a rotation motion? So work done is equal to force into displacement. Here force is torque, displacement is angular displacement, torque into displacement. It's called work done in rotation motion. The another formula, work done in rotation motion, torque times of d theta. Okay, power in rotation motion. So power in rotation motion, power is the work done by time. rate of doing work done. Okay, so it is torque d theta by dt. It is going to be a omega. So power is equal to torque omega. So we got as a power is equal to torque omega. Okay, it is a power in a rotation motion. The next formula, it is a perpendicular axis theorem and parallel axis theorem. Perpendicular axis theorem, z axis is equal to ix plus iy, which is a very easy equation. Parallel axis theorem, so your total inertia is equal to inertia at center of mass plus mx square. It is perpendicular axis theorem, it is parallel axis theorem. Okay, so that is a thing which one we know. We need to know another equation. Perpendicular axis theorem, inertia at z axis is equal to inertia of x plus inertia at y. Okay, parallel axis theorem, total inertia is equal to inertia at center of mass plus mx square. Okay, thank you for watching my channel. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you everyone.